Looks like a motorbike. Oh, it's a scooter. Scooter. Beautiful sunny morning. We're going to put that guy in there. So the manual says we've got to tilt the motor forward with the gearbox or the drive coming on a downward slant so that it fits sort of in there, and then you can straighten it up to fit into these. Okay. Keep that bit of wood in there. I'll try to got that one. I forgot, of course, we've got to take that off. This is a difficult way to do this, of course. Oh, that feels good. I've actually often part in there. Howdy. Maybe the manual does know something. Right. That's very good news. I'll pull some cables out the way. Try and straighten this unit up. Should be away. Right. So this is officially the first part. I've not done any work to this yet. So this is officially the first part that's sort of going in. Exciting times. So the first thing we should do is probably suspend it through here with some bolts. Great, so those are on. So that motor's not really going anywhere, that's one and the same. And put on the support arm back on. The motor's on, it's bolted down, it's not going anywhere. So I've decided the next thing that we're going to do is install the rear spring, and we're going to put the housing on the rear brake and try to get a rear wheel on this, because the more we put on this, the heavier it's going to get. It's going to get harder to move. We do have, I looked through the other manual, there wasn't much there, but in here we've sort of shows us what comes into the screw. We've got fender and other things in there, but there's not a lot of guidance around what actually goes where or how we do it. I've got a box called bracketry, and in here there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I can see why the suspension is in parts, because that bit there is obviously missing a bit, and that sits on top of here, and you can twist it to make your ride height adjustable slightly change your well, it won't change your spring rate, but the amount of spring you've got. So that's obviously broken. Luckily in the box we've got a new one. Fantastic. So we've got to put all this stuff together, try and follow what's in here. So we didn't film it, but we managed to get that little bit on here. So I'm just trying to move this, make it a bit easier. We did manage to get this little bit on here, aluminium. So now you've got your adjustability. Turns out that's just a plastic thing. That just slips off, this slips on. Bob's your uncle. Really simple stuff. But I didn't know that, but now I do. So now we're going to do the rest of this diagram here from the parts catalogue. Try to get this stuff done. To try and get the wheel on there. So there's a few bits and bobs that I'll need. They don't look like they're in this box, but they might be. You never know. We'll need that. Sure. That looks like a locking core. It is. We'll grab our other box stuff anyway. Nuts and bolts we'll probably need. But yeah, objective is to get that into here today, into there, and then hopefully we'll also try and get the I don't know what it's called, but the drum brake cover thing on there, and then we'll have a wheel on there, and then I think next thing we'll do is try and get a carb fitted. We actually do need to order a battery for this, so I probably should do that. The exhaust I'm not too worried about. And then we can start trying to figure out where the coils sit. There's probably a box in here somewhere. So we've got many different bolts, miscellaneous for the BMW. We've got other bolts, Triumph bolts, warehouse bolts, not warehouse, what do you call it, Mitre 10. I found something that will sort of fit. It's not ideal. Again, it's probably not pretty, but it'll probably do. I've got the shock. I've pulled it out. Doesn't feel like it's going to be doing much shocking. Much absorption. I probably shouldn't have pulled that back in, actually. But let's see what we can do with it. Feels like the oil's on a weird spot in there. We'll see what we can do with it. I don't know which way this goes around. It's got more coils, more turns there than it does there. Not really sure why. Is that the right way to go? I don't know. Which way do you reckon looks good? Much for muchness, as far as I can tell. Right, we'll try and get this on and see what we can do. Screw on that way because then I can see the brand of the thing. Well, I've had a look and I don't really have another one of these bolts. These metric ones are too big. The other ones don't look that strong. So, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to have to go shopping for those. I thought we could stick this on in the meantime because this is going to be a bastard to put on. Bastard. To get this and that on all together. It's going to be quite difficult.